guys, it's thnk1999 again.
With Kyle.
And today we'll be doing a review of the Xbox One.
First we'll be taking a look at the design of the Xbox One. As you can see, one side's matte and one side's glossy. This is also true for the front, and the sides are all matte and the back is matte too. Now we'll be looking at features and specs.
So I'm going to go ahead and list off the ports you get on the back. Right here we have an Ethernet port, which, you plug in for your internet. Right here we have the Connect, two USBs, an HDMI in for your TV, an optical audio, an HDMI out that goes into your TV, and then the power. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at some features in the front. They have the new Blu-ray drive in the Xbox One, which the PlayStation 3 had and the Xbox 360 didn't, so they updated this with a nice Blu-ray drive. We also have the new design touch button, and down here we have a newly designed touch eject button, and that's pretty much the features of the front. Okay guys, so now let's go ahead and go over the specs of the Xbox One. The Xbox One features an 8-core AMD Jaguar 1.6 GHz processor with built-in custom AMD Radeon graphics.
Okay, and this features a very interesting heatsink. It has much better cooling capabilities than the old Xbox 360. It has a 112mm fan cooling the processor, which is an APU, by the way. So that means it has the graphics and the processor built all in one.
And it has 768 GPU cores, and the peak shader throughput is 1.23 teraflops, and it has a 500 gigabyte internal hard drive, which is non-replaceable by the user so far. We don't have an update yet. And it has 8 gigabytes of 2133 megahertz DDR3 RAM. It's got 68.3 gigabytes per second for system memory bandwidth. And that's just the basic specs of the Xbox One.
Okay guys, now we're going to be talking about the controller. As you can see, it's designed fairly similar to the Xbox One. It has a glossy side and a matte side. As you can see, the button layout is very similar to the Xbox 360 controller, which is its predecessor.
In the hand, the controller feels very similar to the Xbox 360 controller. And one advantage I do like about this is they've placed the battery pack inside the controller, unlike the Xbox.
So it's not sticking out awkwardly.
Right. Which is very nice for more room behind the controller for your fingers. Also, on the triggers, they've put in vibrator motors in each trigger so you can feel it from like a gunshot or when you're driving a car like in Forza 5.
Yeah.
And they've also redesigned them so they fit your finger better, and so that your finger can't just slip off like the old ones.
There is quite a noticeable difference when you hold it in the hand, but other than that, it's not much different than the old Xbox 360 controller.
Right. And I do want to point out one disadvantage to this. On the bottom, it has a specialized microphone port, so you can't use like your old 360 Turtle Beaches on it, but they do sell an adapter, which is nice, but it's too bad they couldn't have just put the old microphone, input onto this controller. But other than that, I think it's a good step forward, and it's much better, in my opinion, than the old controller. Okay, guys, so now there's one last thing we need to talk about.
Is the Kinect. Now,
the Kinect, obviously we do not have it with us, but me and Kyle both agree that the Kinect is a completely unnecessary feature of the Xbox One.
Now they sell the Xbox One for $400 without the Kinect, and we recommend you buy this version, because even though the Kinect does have updated features from the Xbox 360, it's not very necessary.
Yes, the Kinect does have some pretty cool features, like hand gestures where you can control the Xbox with your hands and stuff, but that stuff's just unnecessary. If you might have seen on the commercials that you can say like Xbox Snap TV and stuff with the voice controls, but really that stuff's just unnecessary. I mean, we both do have the Kinect on both of our Xbox Ones, but we never really use it. Don't you agree?
I do agree.
But, that's just our opinion on the Kinect.
Overall, we think the Xbox One is a great product and you should buy it. Okay, overall, the Xbox One has great graphics and great gameplay. We're not trying to make this competitive towards the PS4, but we do prefer this since we already have Xbox Live accounts, all our achievements, and all our games saved.
Right. Overall, we both think this is a great product and we would recommend going with it, but overall, it's just your opinion. I hope you guys like this video. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.